Limnophila Rugosa. A really cool plant coming out of Southeast Asia. You know, Southeast Asia, right? Pretty cool plant that I think the first time I saw it was in a restaurant. I was working in a restaurant, and we used this as kind of a side that went along like a crispy chicken, and then we fried this stuff because it is a plant that's commonly eaten. It's an edible plant, though I wouldn't recommend eating it out of your aquarium. That's sort of just a bad idea. But if you wanted to trim some of this out of your aquarium and grow it in your garden, then you could definitely eat it. When it's grown above water, out in the air, it looks like basil and mint sort of mated, kind of what it looks like. But when it's grown underwater, it grows these really bright green leaves that look kind of like, they remind me of those little shovels that you use in the garden. That's kind of the shape that they look like to me. A really great accent plant that will eventually grow tall in your aquarium, but with trimming and replanting is actually not that difficult to keep in check. It is a stem plant, so it generally will use up a lot of nutrients, and as long as you're feeding it enough light, it will continue to grow. I'm running this with some basic CO2 simple fertilizer I got from Aquarium Co-op, just a liquid fertilizer. I happily got this from another Planet Tank enthusiast, Dan, whose fish room I toured a couple of years ago in Minnesota. So you could probably go check out that video. I did a little interview with him and stuff. Great guy. And he's relocating, so sent me out some of his plants, which of course I paid for. You know, why not? I'm always happy to chip in on getting some cool plants. This isn't one that I can normally find locally. If I do find it locally, it's dead and for sale for food purposes, which I might be able to regrow, but I really doubt it. if you do grow this emergent, like in your sump, like I do sometimes, it grows these really cool little tiny purple flowers. Like I said, it really does represent, it looks like Thai basil and mint had a baby, and it has those little kind of purple basil looking flowers. So it definitely is a really cool plant that you could grow in your garden. If you're in an area like me that has a reasonable summer, it is definitely an herb I would say worth growing above. Also in the fish tank, I would definitely recommend it because it brings that real vibrant green highlight to your aquarium. And it is relatively easy to grow. So if you can find it, I would definitely recommend it. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, subscribe. If you didn't like it, also subscribe. Subscribing doesn't really do anything. It just it's one of those things that you're supposed to do on YouTube. But if you wanted to support this channel, you could bust over to Patreon and support, or you could hit that blue join button down there and kick a couple bucks my way and help me keep making these kind of videos and stuff like that. If not, bye. To everybody that does support and subscribes and all that stuff, I'll see you later.